Hi, my name is Agata Nowakowska and I am the Area Vice President EMEA at Skillsoft. Thanks for logging on today on what's International Women's Day. Before we delve into the talk, let me tell you a little about Skillsoft and what we do. Skillsoft delivers an online learning experience that includes a breadth and depth of in-demand topics. Unlike other providers, Skillsoft is inclusive with learning options for all. In fact, Skillsoft empowers 45 million people worldwide. Mostly though, we focus on helping companies build better leaders to stay safe and follow critical regulations. We also enable people to increase IT skills and earn essential certifications. We help learners develop skills and organizations build teams they need to stay ahead of a rapidly changing world. Today, I'm going to talk around how women in leadership develop their company's tech skills to future-proof their organizations. The existing digital skills sees the UK lose £63 billion every year, and with increased digitalization across all industries, this figure is set to rise unless action is taken soon. The past several months have been difficult for most, if not all. Think about it. Your organization has been caught in a perfect storm of disruption. Digital transformation has grown exponentially over the last decade, and nobody expected the hyper-acceleration of transformational forces in 2020, propelled, of course, by coronavirus pandemic and an urgent need to remote working. However, whilst technologies such as AI, automation, and cloud computing enable our opportunities for growth, their development also puts a greater strain on the already widening skills gap. The problem is that technology is constantly changing. Keeping up is hard enough, but staying ahead can sometimes be impossible, particularly in the areas of technology your organization has not yet deployed. As a result of this rapid pace of change, skills are in high demand, but supply is low, particularly for the tech capabilities that your company will need to grow and compete in the future. To this end, uncertain times will require new skills, both hard, like AI, blockchain, for example, but also soft, like resiliency, leadership, and project management, to mention a few. Every year, Skillsoft undertakes an analysis of our learners. This year, our research focused on tech skills to reveal learning consumption trends. Our analysis of over 5 million learners gave us a deeper understanding of how the confluence of these circumstances will affect the workforce for years to come, and signals the rapid changes in technology that organizations must quickly adapt to. We used consumption and search patterns, as you can see from these users, across 5 areas: software craft, programming, data, security, and cloud. Our report highlights resulting trends and recommends corresponding skills to develop. This report provides faint signals that have bearing on what technologists will want to learn in the future. We've seen learning needs in software craft, infrastructure, and data lead the globe. There is absolutely no better time for an organization to fully embrace upskilling their workforce to create a future-ready team. When organizations across the globe went remote, a spotlight moved quickly to the need for online security of information also. Cybersecurity intrusions are more frequent and perils more harmful. Safety relies on both people as much as it does on technology too. Skills such as DevOps and Cloud Ops security saw a spike in 2020 and will be in demand as the workforce continues to navigate a remote work environment and offices are increasingly virtual. Meanwhile, as you can see, Skillsoft discovered learners' intensified need to understand processes and methodologies such as Agile, and DevOps, which have been consumed more frequently than the programming languages themselves. Now, using this map, let's take a closer look at the tech skills around the globe. You may have a good idea where technology is headed. By how should you focus your team's development to meet those trends is a big question for many. Our data has looked at global learning consumption from February to October 2020. This has given us a useful glimpse into worldwide trends in technology skills development. As you can see here, across the globe, 70% of needs are in software craft and infrastructure as well as data. The remaining 30–40% would vary by region. For example, North America and APAC are focused more on security, where EMEA and India are led by programming most of all. As you can also see from our research, worldwide we are seeing a greater learner need for software craft, fundamentally DevOps. And over programming, that difference is on average 15%, indicating that the processes and methodologies used in crafting software are a critical upskilling imperative. The lower level for cloud is not due to a lack of importance, but suggests that most organizations' usage is limited to a smaller group within their workforces, of course. So, according to Indeed, new tech job postings were trending down by 36% below last year's trend. As I'm sure we have all experienced now, hiring new talent has become increasingly difficult to do remotely and sometimes just impractical. So as leaders, we must pivot to shift to do upskilling and developing talent from within our organizations. This is the most sustainable way forward to address the technology skills gap. The technology world no longer has the luxury of hiring for in-demand skills. Upskilling and reskilling are the only sustainable and effective way forward. Investing in your people not only strengthens the workforce, but invests in the skills economy and prepares our world for what's yet to come. When workforce is transitioned to operating remotely, we saw a dramatic increase in the number of learning hours that were clocked in compared to previous year. Every remote work situation is different, and your employees will need options that can work for and around them. From on-demand video courses or books that match their environment to practice opportunities, to mention just a few. More than ever, technologists are embracing self-paced instruction and which is demonstrated also here by sharp spikes in crucial areas such as DevOps, infrastructure, and security. Our Signal report also revealed that technology professionals prefer micro-learning and that video is their preferred learning modality, followed very closely by books and courses, as you can see. So now let's take a look at what our experts are predicting for 2021, shall we? Organizations are becoming ever increasingly data-driven. Skillsoft saw a 1000% increase in courses related to data analysis and data visualization. Data is no longer confined on one area of the organization. Data technology spans the entire enterprise, and as such, organization must increase data literacy in all job roles through skills like data analytics and data security fundamentals. Moving on, and I'm confident that these statistics won't surprise you, Agile is also on the rise as a method for managing software development in the remote team environment. Of course, as organizations develop future-fit teams to deal with increasingly frequent change, there is a focus on making sure agility is a priority for all. Let's spend a few moments also on analytics. Courses related to data analysis and data structuring all seemed to rise in the 1000% range most recently, suggesting that we are moving to a world that sees and values everything, especially performance, judged on the basis of quantifiable data and statistics moving forward. So learning used to be a fairly simple one-way acquisition. Trainers taught and trainees learned. But in today's faster-paced, more agile world, the successful people are training themselves. They are proactively looking for ways to strengthen their current capabilities and add new ones to keep up with evolving technologies and to build their own leadership skills. In fact, it is virtually impossible to predict what skills will be in demand 10, 15, or 20 years from now. According to World Economic Forum, 65% of children entering primary schools now will end up in jobs that don't have a name yet. That's why learning shouldn't be a point-in-time exercise with a definitive beginning, middle, and end. Instead, like Emerson, we must think of learning as a journey. With each new fact, skill, or theory a person acquires, they are opening doors to greater possibilities. When an organization commits to continuous learning, it is giving its workforce permission to grow. Skills are fast becoming fluid. Even in the most specific capabilities like technology or compliance, they are constantly changing too. Some of today's most sought after competencies like search engine optimization, big data analysis, chatbot programming, and more didn't exist 10 or 20 years ago. Our research demonstrates that change in 2020 was pervasive and that much of it will be lasting, but it doesn't mean it was easy either. In fact, as you can see on the slides, 45% of companies realized that they would have to increase their investment in technology to handle change in the future. And as you can also see, more than 50% of those surveyed faced significant challenges, ranging from anything like training to helping employees deal with stress, managing remotely, and developing leaders. Well, the pandemic will end soon, hopefully, but the pre-pandemic business world will not come back. This really is the beginning of a new normal, and we'll need new and updated skills, of course. You will need to find ways to connect with people and connect them with each other. We understand that e-learning and I'd like to say that our digital and blended learning approach will play an important role in meeting these challenges. The need for engagement has never been greater, so being able to offer technology professionals their preferred modalities like videos, books, micro-learning, and significantly more is imperative for the future of any business. Also, giving them the opportunity to learn and to develop in the flow of their work is as important. So, before I finish, I want to leave you with one last thought. Learning isn't just an action, it is a mindset, a personal commitment to continuous journey of growth and self-improvement. This is a great thing for us as learning professionals. It allows us to be part of our customers' lives for the long haul. Leaders should focus on bringing out the best in people, and we are doing that for over 25 years at Skillsoft. Our mission is to help organizations use the power of learning to build a more motivated, skilled, future-fit, and resilient workforce. It was of paramount importance in 2020, and it will continue to play a central role as companies face the future. Thank you so much for your time today.